I'm Tim, welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Omega Constellation Double Eagle Coaxial Chronograph. You can see this stainless steel automatic chronograph and purchase it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen to see our full commercial listing for this watch, with additional accessories included with the sale, high resolution images, and of course complete pricing details for this watch. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see that this is very much a men's watch in size and stance, and that's notable because although launched in 1952 as a men's watch and for decades the flagship of the Omega model lines, in 1982 with the arrival of the Constellation Manhattan and its signature Griffin Claw or Grief flanking brackets, the model line took a turn towards the feminine side, with smaller watches, female brand ambassadors, frequent use of diamonds and quartz calibers, and in 2006 Omega saw fit to extend an olive branch to the traditional male buyers of the Constellation with the Double Eagle sports watches, and this is a sports watch, 41 millimeters across the broad of the case from 3 to 9, not including the crown or chronograph pushers. It actually wears far larger than that, but fortunately it does also wear slim. 14 millimeters thick. You can see the slope of the bezel in conjunction with those griefs actually allows a tight sleeve or dress cuff to ride up and over easily, but with 100-meter water resistance, again, very much a versatile sports watch. It's the lug-to-lug measurement that defines this as a truly large timepiece. Now, if you were to dismantle the watch from edge to edge along the broad of the case, that is from 12 to 6, the watch would be 45 millimeters, but that doesn't tell the whole tale. I really have to take the watch off the wrist and show you in detail just how pronounced the flare of this bracelet is, because it's rigidly fixed to the flanks of the case and it doesn't want to bend straight down. So although this watch could be sized down to fit my wrist securely, at 16 centimeters in circumference, I would say my wrist is the lower limit for wearing this watch without a little tendency to shift loosely on the wrist. Remember, you're talking almost 61 millimeters from rigid end to rigid end. Because the bracelet can't fold straight down, that's your frame of reference. Imagine it as a 46 or 47 millimeter conventional round watch. Now, the bracelet is of superb quality, beautifully tapered and integrated into the flanks of the case, which blends seamlessly from the lugs. It has a Genta-esque appearance to it, and the step down from lug to lug is very subtle, such that it tapers without having any real visual steps. It's a Gadron style design with alternate laterally brushed and polished intermediate links, so visually quite distinct. It never looks like a monolithic mass of metal, and it's paired with a very high-grade double deployant clasp, trigger released. The nice thing about this clasp and bracelet combo, in addition to the security it provides, is that it nicely counterbalances the weight of the watch head. So when it is on your wrist, if you do choose to wear it a little bit loose, it's not going to have a tendency to tip or capsize. It's balanced nicely top to bottom like a yacht with a strong keel. And of course, the watch does feature an interesting combination of metallic finishes. You can see how there's just a little bit more gleam to the circular grained and engraved bezel than there is to the satin finished case. Now, moving inboard from that stylized engraved bezel with its polished grief claws on each side, you can see that the dial is quite striking and fully loomed. So again, this is a sports watch. You can see it in low or no light conditions. The dial base is a beautiful gloss white, all applied markers, including Omega marquee at 12 o'clock. It features countersunk sub-registers, each with a metallic internal chapter ring of high polish, and a very discreet balanced date window at 6 o'clock. Now again, this is a men's watch, and men's watches are all about the magic of mechanical horology. And this watch features an Omega caliber 3313 automatic coaxial chronograph caliber. It's based on the Frederic Piguet 1285 Bausch, improved and customized for Omega. It has a 52-hour power reserve, solidly more than the industry standard 42. It features hacking such that you can stop the seconds and synchronize to a known accurate reference time. It features a quick set for the date such that you can rapidly correct it should the watch run down or encounter an irregular length month. It's protected by 100-meter water resistance, and its chronograph function is actuated by a crisp column wheel and engaged by a vertical clutch. What that means simply is that it's a satisfying sensation under the finger. You can also hear it crisply, and you'll note when the chronograph starts, it simply starts. There's no jump. It doesn't stagger when you stop it. It resets precisely to the index at 12 every time. And as a vertical clutch system, if you just want to leave it running to have hours, minutes, and seconds at center rather than looking at a subdial, you can do that without any additional wear and tear on the watch. And of course, it's a coaxial escapement exclusive to Omega, and it is a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. So exceptional refinement from a watch that's definitely different from the Omega norm. If you're burned out on Speedmasters and you want to go in the water with a watch that's not a Seamaster, you should definitely consider this Omega Constellation Double Eagle coaxial chronograph, available for purchase on our website.